This was 3 years ago when the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X were first announced, and boy was it a crazy time. So today I thought it would be a good idea to compare the PlayStation 5 to the Xbox Series X and see which one reigns supreme 3 years later. Thank you World of Warships Legend for sponsoring today's video. I'm what you call a casual try-hard gamer. I love story-driven and strategy games, but I mainly play fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter and intermediate levels, so I don't do too badly online. Over the past 3 years, playing games on both the PS5 and Xbox Series X has been mixed for me. I've enjoyed playing PlayStation exclusives and most recently Spider-Man 2, and loved exploring fascinating indie titles and day one Xbox exclusives on Game Pass. So today I thought it would be a good idea to compare the PlayStation 5 to the Xbox Series X and find out which one reigns supreme 3 years later. Let the games begin. The PS5 flaunts that futuristic, sleek design resembling a gaming console straight out of a sci-fi movie. It's an attention grabber, no doubt. Then we have the Series X, a tower of power, standing tall and proud. Its minimalist design screams authority, but does size really matter? The PS5 may look like it's from the future, but it's a beast to fit into your setup. It requires a significant amount of real estate, and you may find yourself rearranging your gaming setup to accommodate its imposing presence. However, for those who appreciate bold design choices, the PS5's aesthetics might be a game changer. On the flip side, the Xbox Series X fits seamlessly in pretty much any type of entertainment setup. Its design is elegant in its simplicity with a matte black finish and a green accent on the top. It's a more conventional shape resembling a mini ITX PC. For me, I personally love how the PS5 looks. I think it's a very bold design choice from Sony. You know, obviously we're about to get the new PS5 Slim. Now we've got two PS5s, the PS5 Slim and the original PS5. I think the original PS5 is too big. On the other hand, you got the Xbox Series X, which I think is minimalist looking. They played it more safer in terms of design, but I still think it looks fantastic. It's large, but it's not as bulky as a PS5. I just like how it's compact, it's sleek looking. The matte black looks fantastic. I'm leaning more towards the PS5 just because of how bold of a design choice it is. You know, it really stands out in a setup because it's like, oh, what's this big white thing, you know? When it comes to gaming, I've got to say I've really enjoyed playing some of Xbox and PlayStation's best exclusives. Over the last 3 years, we've had blockbuster games like Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon, Hi-Fi Rush, Returnal, Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart, Demon's Souls, Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and more. Speaking of games, I've recently started playing World of Warships Legends, a free-to-play multiplayer game that's got me ridiculously hooked over the past couple weeks. I've had an absolute blast scouting and destroying enemies with some of the game's most powerful ships. I usually enjoy playing FPS shooters like Call of Duty, so I thought my reflexes should be enough to get me started. But boy was I wrong. You're going to need to implement strategies to win, which I think is one of the game's best aspects. There's nothing like being rewarded for thoughtful decision making. You're probably thinking, what's the gameplay like? I thought it was pretty engaging. I was able to invite some of my friends and enjoy some nail-biting battles all from the comfort of my couch on the PlayStation 5. It's pretty easy to get a grasp of the game quickly as well. After a few battles, you start feeling like a skilled commander, and there are endless ways to upgrade your skills in the game. The craziest part is there are over 8 million players joined since launch, and endless ways to explore the seas with 400 plus ships, 20 plus maps, 100 plus commanders with additional unique content from collaborations. World of Warships Legends is also having a Black Friday event now till December 11th. There will be 4 black ships available for a limited time and valuable in-game items like free XP, XP boosters, commander crates available at amazing discounts as high as 80%. So click this link in my description to dive into these incredible deals and let's turn the tide. The coolest thing about gaming on Xbox is getting exclusives on day one. I think it's awesome that you can get high quality games like Lies of P with Game Pass. It doesn't get better than that in my opinion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what other cool games will be free with Game Pass next year. I even heard Alan Wake 2 will be coming to Game Pass, so I thought instead of spending £60 on the PlayStation Store, I might as well wait and just play it on Xbox. Gaming on the PS5 has been a treat, honestly. The game that I've enjoyed playing the most is probably Spider-Man 2. God of War Ragnarok as well was really good, although I enjoyed the original more. I'm a big God of War fan, by the way, huge God of War fan. I was introduced to God of War from God of War 3. I would say I'm a casual tryhard gamer in regards to fighting games. I think fighting games are fantastic. This is a great time to play fighting games. We've got Tekken 8 on the horizon. Street Fighter 6 has pretty much been taking up all my gaming time, so I don't really play anything else. I used to love Call of Duty, but I think Call of Duty is just trash now, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, overall I'd say it's been mixed, but I've enjoyed it for the most part. There's some titles I've enjoyed more than others. With the Xbox Series X, X, games like Halo, Forza. I think the best Xbox exclusive I played is Hi-Fi Rush. I'll be honest, I didn't finish it, but from what I played, I was like, yeah, this is actually a really fun game. But yeah, so far, yeah, it's been fun. Maybe Xbox is lacking a little bit behind PlayStation, because PlayStation have actually had some good games. They've had some solid games. Depending on your taste of games, obviously it's down to your opinion. But yeah, I think Xbox haven't churned out as much exclusives as PlayStation. I just think that Xbox, they kind of need to really step things up next year, I think. And I think they will. The controllers and accessories play a huge role in shaping the gaming experience on both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Starting with the PlayStation 5, the DualSense controller is a revolutionary leap forward. It introduces haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, transforming the way players interact with games. Haptic feedback allows for nuanced sensations, such as the patter of raindrops or the tension of drawing a bowstring, providing a heightened level of immersion. The adaptive triggers dynamically adjust resistance based on in-game actions, adding a tactile dimension to gameplay. These innovations, coupled with the traditional responsive buttons and precise analog sticks, make the DualSense a standout controller in the gaming landscape. On the Xbox Series X side, the new Xbox wireless controller maintains the familiar and ergonomic design of its predecessor, while introducing subtle refinements. The share button, a new addition, simplifies the process of capturing and sharing gameplay moments. The tactile texture on the triggers and bumpers enhances grip, ensuring comfortable extended gaming sessions. While the Xbox controller may not boast the same innovative features as the DualSense, its familiarity and reliability make it a solid choice for those who appreciate a more traditional gaming experience. Ultimately, the choice between the PS5 and Xbox Series X controllers comes down to personal preference. So I think the PlayStation 5 controller isn't comfortable at all. If you like to play a lot, this thing may give you blisters. So that's the downside, I'll say, from the PS5 controller. With the Xbox controller, it's super comfortable, doesn't give me blisters, nothing like that. The back of it feels nice on your hands as well, which is great. What the PS5 has over the Xbox controller is the haptic feedback. Some people think it's just it's quite gimmicky. Some people even turn it off completely, but I just think it makes games like Call of Duty or just first-person shooter games more immersive. If you're walking through grass, you can feel the grass and stuff like that. It's okay for just normal adventure games, just, sit back, you have your beer and you're playing Spider-Man or God of War or something. But if you like to play other type of games, for example, fighting games, I wouldn't recommend this controller. The Xbox controller is definitely more comfortable, personally, 100%. When it comes to backward compatibility, you're able to access a wide library of PS4, PS3, PS2 and PS1 games on the PS5 through their PlayStation Plus tier membership. On the flip side, Microsoft has been a pioneer in this space, allowing you to not only play the Xbox One titles, but also dive into the extensive libraries of Xbox 360 and even the original Xbox. It's not just about the old, it's about making them better. So I don't really play old games on the PlayStation and the Xbox. Well, I think more on the Xbox because there's a lot of titles I've never played before. I've played more old Xbox games than I have played old PlayStation games. I don't know, I've just not really had the urge to be let me go play the first Tekken or Tekken 2. I like God of War 3, for example. I believe that's on the classic catalog if you want to get it. But yeah, I just feel like I've not really had the urge to really just go and play classic titles. But if that's your thing, the option is there. That's the whole point. The option is there. Sony's PlayStation Plus has long been a staple, offering online multiplayer gaming, monthly free games, and exclusive discounts. Subscribers gain access to a curated library of classic titles, making it an exciting proposition for both new and returning players. On top of that, the PS Now service allows gamers to stream or download a vast collection of games. Meanwhile, Microsoft's Xbox Live Gold continues to be the gateway to online multiplayer on the Xbox Series X. However, the real game changer is Xbox Game Pass. Game Pass provides a vast library of titles that can be downloaded and played, covering everything from blockbuster releases to indie gems. With Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, players also gain access to EA Play, xCloud game streaming, extending the gaming experience beyond the console itself. The choice between these services become a pivotal factor for players deciding which console aligns best with their gaming preferences and habits. Overall, I would say that gaming on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X has been fun. It's been fun. I don't think it's been life-changing, incredible, that kind of thing. I feel like it's going to heat up more as the years go by, but overall, it's been okay. I'm still waiting to see what Xbox do. Hopefully, we can get some really, really great titles next year going forward. I think we'll probably get Hellblade, finally. We'll get a sequel. If you played the first Hellblade, let me know in the comments. Tell me if you are excited or hyped excited for the sequel. But if you're somebody that you haven't pulled the trigger on the next gen console yet, and you're not sure whether you want to get an Xbox Series X or PS5, I hope this video has helped. If I was to give you my honest opinion, it would be to get both consoles. If you don't want to get the Xbox Series X, get the Xbox Series S instead, but definitely get a PS5. But yeah, I hope you guys have found this video very informative and helpful. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so you don't miss a thing. I'll be dropping more videos to the channel. So yeah, thank you for the support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.